They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
What the fuck?
And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. They'll drop the throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. But they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Imagine my dude caught that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Imagine he's about to get killed.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. They're going to try and throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Bro, he's running it, bro. He's running it, bro.
Get ready.
After the interception, here's Jackson being chased out left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Calvin Johnson there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. And again this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
What?
And now this is going to depend on the spot.
Bullshit.
And they say he's just short. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Lamb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there. Now Jackson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Six-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. But it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head and when you ever overstated. Your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want.
Greetings, I'm gonna make a new song for your favorite TikToker every single day this month, and all you guys have to do to participate is comment who you want me to make a song about, just like this, and follow me so you guys can check back every day.
Of the day, I'ma leave, I'ma stick, I'm sick in the head.
I like you, I don't give a fuck about your boyfriend. Come on, let's think. That's what I know.
My name is...
I like you, I don't give a fuck. I'll show you what you're meant.
Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis.
swear
And
to fucking
before
God,
we
it's a
kick
9-9
Wonder,
movie.
your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys
I
are on the
bet.
defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the set.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Marcus Allen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back
Don't
at
even
the
fucking
40.
try, bro. My
That's
whole
going
team's
to
like a
wind up
90.
a loss of a full
My
3
team's a 90
yards on
overall.
first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Allen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Joker. 8. Great.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Oh!
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And
I like the way you're looking.
This offense, they went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up.
Okay,
they didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 13 yards there and a Niner first. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And some space here. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 69 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And now there's a scoop for the 49ers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of
Now
room
see if I
there.
knew
But
what I
there's
did
gotta
last
be
time
one
to get a
positive
touchdown.
to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he
rifles one that's intercepted. It's
Hey, time for
T.J.
safety.
Carey who picked it. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Newton. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
It's 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And an alley to run. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Fighting his way. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going up top. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up.
Come on, boys. Let's get a safety.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the 15-yard line.
48 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
On second down now, it's Allen. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Don't worry, we're going to come on this
Now a carry for Allen. A gain of 3, second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
At the 24-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Great. Check 49. Check 20.
Here's Newton. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here's Newton. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Watch out for QB draw.
Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep.
Bruh, this is actually about to quit. 3, 2.
Ball, but it winds up to
Let's
be
go.
incomplete.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials.
Go,
I be
boys.
murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest, my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, put the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
That's my dude. Can't wait to get fucking Brandon Ayuk.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one from now and one from later.
Let's look at my receiving quarter.
Play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game.
My team ain't that bad.
Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships.
It's my favorite part.
Go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Body popping up, got a squad up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out. Team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending Yale Nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
It's tomato time.
Dreams and everybody's like Crystal. Two right here. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Bro, I swear to fucking God, if I don't get a fucking first down, I'm gonna.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Check, cross. Topper. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Okay,
let me get a first down, please, man.
Nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Anderson. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
60 Pittsburgh. Check, 43. 61, matchbox lights. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Way to let them go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. An All-Pro in 8 of his 9 NFL seasons, it's Jim Brown with it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Recon, 132 fighters now.
They'll run now with Brown. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
All right, guys, this is where I want to fucking bomb it downfield.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man.
Let's go. Little man downfield.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And now he's going to use his legs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. But he's able to get it back to the 30.
Bruh, this dude might quit.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 13, spell. Hurry up, 2.
Right back to him on first down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The 49er great Patrick Willis in on the tackle. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive foot?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Lamar Jackson, 45 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Terrell Owens, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Watching you fire. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Escaping the pressure right. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Defensively that time they were in zone. What lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a second and long. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
This will be taken short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot? And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game. Then my teammates got the blitz. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball mains. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semicolon, give me semicolon. Call the rolls like I'm sending yell next. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them, mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all.
With Charles Davis,
Ready, guys,
as
ready?
always,
He's gonna be
I'm Brandon
9 overall.
Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of...
Hold on, bro. Don't put on the prize, bro. Here, let me check out their teams. Okay, my dude got Kyle Juszczyk, okay. Bet. Yo, I'm playing.
If he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Nobody cares if I would took a knee. One of them taking knees for Black Lives Matter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Okay.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
At the 31-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's got a man. It's T.O. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. One of the true legends of pro football, it's Jim Brown. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Bro, what the fuck?
They'll look to throw here.
Fuck my remote.
Taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. For it here on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. 2nd and 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check 26, check 61, match box, black box.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, kill. There we go, kill. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, Elliott. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Back to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a... That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Pick it up, guys.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
60 outlaw.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. You ain't doing nothing with that. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. This one caught by Terrell Owens. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. They'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop side.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. 2nd and 6. His throw caught at about the 5.
On the ready.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now they'll run on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
No question. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Prater on to add the extra point. So that'll back him up 5. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. It's a foot race. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 91 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
No, I think he's trying to waste time.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the
Trying to
incomplete
crash.
pass.
Run to Zeke.
Prescott now. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Complete to Jason Witten. And some room to maneuver. 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Prescott. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action now. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
70, Indy.
Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 4 down, 4 down. We're going to 54.
Now Prescott. It's complete to Robinson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Got a man. It's Harrison, complete.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Prescott to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people's bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Completes it to Jason Witten. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
You ain't scoring, buddy.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. To throw is Prescott. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Okay,
yeah,
man,
that's
GG.
the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
GG, bro. I'm just trying to say good game.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball.
No, but I can make you quit.
Try and throw quick hitters, quick slants. You know, maybe
Bet.
quick
Hold on, let me get your IP real quick.
Open. He ends up getting
Bet.
sacked.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Ready up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles.
I really hope I fix that bitch kid again.
Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me. I'm cocky, I do my dance. Jump in the stands, no man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought they could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. I'm just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now I can shoot through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Check on the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick. Acting like
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
YOLO. We got a mic.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get a go from Lincoln Financial Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
I'm not calling it 99 overall.
Ready, break. Topper!
3, 4. Bulldoze.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense...
Okay, let's go. I'll get my 1,000 coins now.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs and hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of the dudes to the well. Don't worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, full of points of God.
Big numbers, 100
I feel like this is the one. Okay, that's better. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. 3, 2, 1. Let's get one more. All right, Alexa, before you take off your blindfold, here's the deal. Echo's going to turn you around. And now, Nesmith, I want you to show her so much love because she tried her best. And we want to give her something very special right now. Take off your blindfold. Go ahead, Echo. Take off her blindfold.
Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no fives, no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me because I know she can count on her.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's go, 10 logo.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's
Bro,
first
can you at least
play.
let me get a touchdown?
Nice play right there.
Like, I'm just trying to grind XP.
But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now back to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Hit it. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. We got to get two.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that's not the start that he was looking for.
Okay, spot the difference.
Why you always in the mood? Fuck around like I'm brand new. I ain't tryna tell you what to do, but try to play cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything looks like a helicopter cutting trees. Let's do it.